Hello Capricorn, this is Natalia with your angel reading for the month of April. So how are you doing, Capricorns? How was March for you? With all of those big things going on in the sky with the two eclipses, well, hopefully all of that will have blown over and we're experiencing a much calmer month in April. Perhaps, let's see. So I've got two parts to my reading this month for you. So we're going to have a general reading looking at the beginning, the middle and the end of April. And then we have two planets going retrograde this month. So we have Mars going retrograde in the middle of the month and Mercury doing its retrograde once more towards the end of April. So I wanted to see what effect that would have on us from an angelic, sort of intuitive point of view in my readings, because I'm not an astrologer, but I'm interested in how these cosmic events are influenced and what kind of divine guidance we can get from what that means to us. So Capricorn, the beginning of April, I will have to be honest with you, is going to be a bit of a whirlwind. So we've got the Ten of Fire here, and the Ten of Fire is always a card that represents hard work. It represents you putting all of your energy and your effort into something. And hopefully it's a labor of love, and you won't really mind so much doing that, but it can become quite burdensome. It can be quite overwhelming. If you're not careful, you can get burnt out, and that's the energy that hits you, strikes you right at the beginning of April. And April is such a time of new beginnings because it's directly after, if you celebrate Easter, it's straight after Easter. There's this sense of newness, this getting back to work after having a break, and then springtime or in the northern hemisphere, and autumn in the southern hemisphere. So we've got this new beginnings in terms of the seasons changing, and they are really, really beautiful seasons. So you have to just be careful that all of the things that you've got on your plate at the moment don't burn you out and make you feel so stressed. So I have really got to warn you to get lots of sleep. Don't try and burn the candle at both ends, because it will end up crippling you and just making you feel so like your energy's depleted. Do lots of nurturing things for yourself. Eat well. Try and reward yourself for having put lots of effort and hours in, and just ask for help. Just get help wherever you can. So if there's anybody who can give you any support in any way, if it's looking after kids, if it's doing little chores around the home, if there's anything that you can delegate out to others, then do it, because that's the warning in this card, that it's all very well taking all of this extra workload on, but you have to be careful that it doesn't impact you health-wise. But it does seem as though this will be very rewarding for you, but because by the time you get to the middle of April, you've got the Ten of Earth there, which all of that work and all of that effort and energy you've expended results in feeling as though you're very accomplished in your family life, as though you're very grounded. So not only have you managed to acquire some money that's going to make you feel more financially secure, all of that effort and energy wasn't in vain. It's making you have the ability to share those accomplishments with your family. It makes you feel as though you've got a bit of cash that you can put on one side. You won't be splurging with it. You're going to be investing it wisely. Your family will benefit from that. You will feel just so much more secure and like you've been able to provide for your family. If you don't have a family, it's this kind of idea, this sense of your home and your roots and your foundations being a lot stronger. Financially, and just really finding the magic in life. So when we have the Ten of Fire in a reading, we don't see the magic in life because we haven't got time to stop and smell the flowers. We just go. We're using every spare ounce of time and energy to work and to take on more and more. But by the time you get to the middle of the month, this is the point at which Mars is turning retrograde. And it feels to me as though this is a time when you're able to stop and take a breath and to actually look back and see what you've accomplished in that time. So if you can just keep going until the 17th, that's when Mars turns retrograde. And for you, Capricorn, reading is actually for you if you have your Capricorn. So if your Sun in Capricorn, your ascendant in Capricorn, and if you identify strongly with your moon sign, then, and you know your moon sign, then, if you have that in Capricorn, then do take a notice of this reading. So that time of the Mars retrograde does enable you to stop, because Mars is then going backwards in the sky and enabling you to look back and see everything that you've achieved so far this year. And you really have a wonderful ending to the month because you've got the Sun card. And I always feel as though, how can we be sad when the sun is out, right? It's just illuminating things, it's shining brightly, it's warming us, it's making us feel good. And it's pointing the way to what is happening for you in this sense of being elevated. If you look at Archangel Uriel on the card, he's standing on this turret, he's lifted up and he can see all around him. He's looking at the horizon and he's seeing all of the great potential that's out there. This is aligned to the solar plexus chakra as well. I'm so interested in the chakras at the moment. I'm always seeing them in the cards. And the solar plexus chakra is about your drive. It's about your determination. It's about your energy. And whilst your energy may have been pulled in all directions at the beginning of the month, you're able to almost recharge your batteries and feel filled up again. And when you look at your phone battery or your laptop battery and it's on 100%, doesn't it feel good? Because you think, wow, I've got loads of power that I can do lots of things. And that's exactly how you'll be feeling at the end of the month. You're just feeling alive, vibrant, full of possibility, full of can-do attitude, and having the energy to pour into new ideas, get those off the ground, and having confidence generally, having that kind of passion and enthusiasm that you are recharged, fully ready to go, ready for anything, ready to unleash all of your talents onto the world. And it just does look very good indeed. So, the 2 10s that you had in your reading earlier in the month, 10s are all about bringing things to completion, bringing things home. So you are able to really bring financial security in your life in April through sheer grit and determination. And it's like, if you can spend the first 15 or 16 days of April really pushing through, really giving it your all, and not burning yourself out too much in the process, then you're going to see the rewards coming in for all of that hard work. It will have been well worth it, and you'll be able to look back and go, wow, I did it. I did it in style. I am in a higher place. I am so much more filled with confidence, vigor, energy, positivity, and power to move things forward for the rest of the year. So I promised you at the beginning I was going to do a couple of cards relating to the retrograde planets that we're experiencing in the month of April. And I like to do these little mini readings because whilst I'm not an astrologer, I am really interested in how these things impact us. And I have used in this, for the first card in this mini reading, the Magical Unicorn cards. And these are by Doreen Virtue. And they're so beautiful because every card has a unicorn on it and every card has a unique and very simple message. And they are so beautiful and very pure in their intention. And so the first card, the message here for you is it's okay to be different. The card says, you don't need to be like everyone else. You're perfect just as you are. So that's a reminder that you're on your own pathway and, your struggle is related to your soul's journey and yours alone. So when we look around us and we see other people doing better than us, or apparently better than us, they're on their own path. They've got their own struggles and their own challenges to meet. And do just concentrate on what you've got going on. There's a modern philosopher called Alain de Botton, and he wrote a book called Status Envy, and it's really funny because it's it describes this feeling that we have when we're working towards something that we want in life, and we're just getting on with whatever it is that we're doing. We're feeling quite happy, and then we sort of look at our next door neighbour and they just got a new car, and we sort of think, oh dear, I thought I was doing okay and now they've got a new car, I'm not doing okay after all. So avoid that. Avoid looking over your shoulder, looking around at what other people are doing. You're doing just fine, Capricorn, okay? Always know that. You're doing very, very well. and everything that you've achieved is so relevant for you. It's just all part of what you're about and what you came here to do. So just know that people look different to you. They're doing different things, but they may look at you in the same way and they're thinking, oh, I wish I was you. You're so amazing. So who knows what people are thinking about you? You just don't know. But it is okay to be you and to be different, and don't compare yourself. And then I have drawn one of the Soul's Journey lesson cards by James Van Praagh for your mini reading about the retrogrades. So this one in relation to the Mars retrograde in particular. What are the lessons for you? What is the importance of this retrograde? And there's two colours on this card. There's blue, and then there's this very vibrant purple, sort of indigo purple. And the card I drew for you is honesty. And the honesty within that card relates to the blue of the throat chakra. So the throat chakra is about speaking our truth, being our authentic selves. And so that does very much fit with what is it you are trying to achieve. And you have to be honest with yourself. You have to be honest with other people. It's not about pleasing other people. It's not about twisting yourself out of shape to fit in because you are different. It is about being very true to the things that you want most in life and going after them, and being authentic. You know what? Look inside yourself. What is it that you really want? Do it, go after it, and that is where you will find your true treasure in life always, Capricorn. But particularly around this Mars retrograde, you get the opportunity to reflect back on what's true for me, what's real for me, where am I being authentic, where am I not being true to myself, where am I worrying about what other people think of me, and therefore I don't make that move because I'm being constrained by other people's opinions. I care about what the consequences of my authenticness and my honesty will be. And so the affirmation on this card is, I can't always expect the truth from others, but I can expect it from myself. Be true to yourself. And where is it that you're not speaking up? That's what I want to say to you. Where are you not speaking up for yourself? And maybe you're missing out. There's something that you want to tell somebody. Or why do you feel that you can't tell them that? Because you may be missing out in some way by not speaking up and being honest. And by the end of April, if you have the courage to do that, you will see real strides forward in speaking your truth and being able to reclaim your personal power in doing that. And everything that you need to draw towards you, it's a really good opportunity for you to rethink those things that are important and to go back over them and to be honest with yourself and honest with others. So, Capricorn, I hope you've enjoyed your reading. And if you would like to follow me on Facebook, I have a Facebook page with a lovely community where we talk about all things angelic. And my Facebook page is Angel Lady. I also do private readings, so if this reading's resonated with you and you'd like me to have a look at what's going on for you personally, you can find out how to schedule a reading with me by clicking on the link below this video or by visiting astrolada.com and her page, and have a look at my readers page there. So Capricorn, I'm wishing you a fantastic month where you are able to rise above all of the hard work and to achieve this very elevated status by the end of April. So love reading your comments. Let me know how you get on. Let me know how this video resonates with you. Take care, and I look forward to catching up with you very soon.